is it.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. The Hunts and Sully Show, live and unplugged. I am Dave Hunter. Say hello, Charles.
Hello, Charles.
No.
I'm Charles Sully from Windsor.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Chuck.
Well, blacksmith for 25 years, drummer for about 35, and lots of fun doing that, and lots of fun doing everything. Try to have as much fun as I can, Dave.
Well, that's what it said in the yearbook, Chuck.
Catch you on the flip side.
So, I guess for our first show, we want to thank you for tuning in and being part of our every episode that we're looking to do. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I don't know about you, but what did you think about the weather last night here in Windsor with the storm that we had?
Well, that was ballistic, man. I mean, I got a lot of friends that their basements flooded, and a kind of funny thing is I had some Christmas lights show up at my house yesterday. It was like delivered from Dilkins, it said. I was just like, what? What's this all about? Eh? So I said, well, I don't want these things. It's the wrong time of year. So I said, I brought them back to the store and I gave them money to my buddy whose basement flooded.
Hey, too soon? No, nothing's too soon. So just to give you guys the ups and downs of what this show is going to, I guess, express is just a little bit of everything. We're going to talk about things going on in Windsor, Essex County. We're going to make fun of people, not literally make fun of people, but make fun of situations and scenarios and stuff like that, because there are some pretty stupid people that live here and deserve to be made fun of, but there's also some pretty stupid situations that take place too. So I think we've got some pretty good material to work with.
We're going to make fun of ourselves too.
Oh yeah. Speaking of making fun of yourselves, I got a story for you. So we're going to
go first, brave one.
I had to tell you first. Okay. The one thing we talked about a couple weeks ago when we contemplated doing the show and how we were going to go through it, we're like getting the bugs out and getting all the, I guess, the nerves kind of settled down. And I said, you know what? Just go with it. We're pretty funny guys, if I do say so myself.
Say so.
All right.
So.
I am.
So. Say so.
And one of the things that I think that sitting around a bonfire and just shooting the shit and actually getting the momentum going, we talked about things that happen on bikes as kids, things that
oh, bike stories.
Jump, ramp stories.
Ooh.
Hey, setting up the old 2x4s with the 8 bricks and then
an endless supply of those stories. Endless.
I had remember those stupid, they look like motocross bikes. They were long. They had the shocks in the front, the gas, the big black.
Wait, the gas tank, the plastic gas tank,
and the fenders. So
yeah.
I found one sitting on the side of the road, which I should have known better. Yeah, I swear to God, found it. Any of the stories I tell you are real. In case
Dave, did you steal it?
No, I didn't steal it. But a lot of the stories that I'm going to tell you are really from the heart. And if I say it's bullshit, I'll tell you it's bullshit. So I found this bike. It was on in somebody's front yard. I picked it up. I started driving it. I had it for a few days. Okay.
Someone's front yard. I didn't steal it.
But wait, there's more. So I get on this bike and I'm driving around and I'm going down a one-way street in Sarnia called Crawford Avenue. Okay, and I start thinking I'm like Evel Knievel and shit on this bike. So I'm lifting it up and I'm getting used to the shocks. And I pull a catwalk. And I'm up in the air and I've got it going and I've got the pedals just moving. All of a sudden I see the shocks come out from underneath. And the front tire's about 2 feet ahead of me. And I'm looking and I'm like, I gotta land this bitch somehow. So this is gonna hurt. Land beside a pregnant woman and her mother walking on the sidewalk. She almost went into labor. I swear to God, it was crazy.
You almost scared the baby out of her.
So then I got on the ground. I was covered from head to toe. I had like a big strawberry patch. Dude, it was awful. Yeah, one of the awful experiences I've ever had on a bike.
Oh,
but I remember
God.
You tell us someone about your BMX bike.
First of all, that gas tank bike, I knew a guy who actually put gas in that tank once. He had one. I was like, what are you doing? You slap rock. He comes over and he's like, bike smells like gas. He's like, whoa, man, put gas in it. I want to make sure that I feel great with having gas in it. Like, yeah, you stink, man. You're going to catch on fire if somebody lights something up. Bike stories. Oh, my God. Well, I used to jump my bike off the dock on Peely Island, and my brother and I, we'd set up a ramp. The little curb was like about 6 inches high, and we'd set up, a piece of 2x6, and we would like launch our bikes. It's the only place you could really try your tricks in the air, and if you landed, it didn't matter, man. Right underwater, about 4 or 5 feet of water. Oh yeah, it was the best. But let's see some of my good wipeouts, man. My good wipeout stories.
Dig deep.
Come on, dig deep. Actually, it's a skateboard story.
That'll work.
Okay? So my worst wipeout skateboard story. I built this quarter pipe ramp real nice, man. Me and my brother and my buddy built it nice top shelf and everything.
What kind of wood you use?
It was top shelf. Just regular plywood, David.
From Cashway, Beaver Lumber.
Who we're supposed to plug here? Wait, what's the prompter say? Oh, no.
Angeliri Lumber. What?
Angeliri. What? Well, if they didn't pay, they're going to.
There's no freebies on this show. Get out. Grab your shit and get out. Hit that brick wall right there.
Yeah, hit that. Right there, man. Head first. Immediately or sooner, I like to say. So anyways, I'm on the skateboard, like, I kept having to go back, as fast as I could go, see how far I could get up the ramp. I wasn't get up there high enough, so I go back further, and I get faster. Man, I'm flying, right? And I'm getting on my skateboard, they're getting wobbly. All of a sudden, the skateboard, whoa, like this. I hit the ramp, like, wham, like this, whack, right here, man.
Stop it.
Right there.
Get splinters in your ass?
Stopped it, all right. I stopped myself. I look down and look, and I see purple and blue.
Oh,
right?
no, you landed on your
Oh,
back?
right on my
dude,
unit, man.
Come on.
And my parents were out of town. My brother's vacuuming the pool. I jump over the fence and I go over to one of those jets where water comes out of the pool, just filling the water pool. And I put myself right on there. I'm just like, oh, like this on the pool, eh? My brother's like, what the hell are you doing, man? Like,
Smells like fried
I'm just
bacon.
Like, oh, my balls are killing me. It's like,
Who's cooking bacon?
oh, yeah, blue balls for the wrong reason.
Oh, that's awful. That is awful.
There's no good reason to get those anyway.
That's awful. So, it's our first show, right?
Bike story.
Yeah, bike stories.
Bike stories, man.
Man, you know what? We got some time and we got some work to do, but I know that as we get going and get building up the momentum of this show, it's going to be something pretty cool. We've got a lot of...
I think so, David. I think so.
And then we've got a lot of cool studios here at WePodcast.ca. This is their cellar, which is where they lock the degenerates in.
Yeah, and they're not letting us out till we're done.
Hannibal Lecter sleeps over there.
They're not letting us out till we give them what they want.
Hello, Clarice. Put the goddamn dog in a basket.
Stop using up all the lotion. Save me some.
You'll be so greedy for. Hey, what do they call you? I almost called him Fire Marshal Bill. Anyway, so what else is going on? How was your day?
My day was good, man. A lot of hard work in the shop.
That's great, Chuck.
Shop.
That's right on.
Thanks. Bye.
Hey, let's go to our first caller who gives a shit.
No one's calling at all.
Hey, please. That's the fan vibrating, not the phone.
How was your day, Dave?
It was. It was good. Did lots. Did some staples. Colored some.
You stay in the lines?
Always do.
Oh, so yeah.
Always do.
That's good.
Yeah, I had a good teacher back in grade 2.
Well, hey, man, today was a good day, but you know what? Last night, it kind of felt like Christmas Eve, man. Because I was pretty excited. I'm so excited to do the show, and I'm just like, man, I'm just like, I can't wait. It's just so much fun. I'll just be out here doing this. First time in my life, obviously. And, yeah, it was like Christmas Eve, man.
Yeah.
But today, I guess,
cool.
is Christmas Day right now.
Well, we met this morning and had a little bit of a powwow just to kind of get the juices flowing, and I basically reassured you that everything was going to be cool. Just relax, dude. I got this shit, right? And it's going to take some time, and I think that once we get the chemistry down to a science, I think that people will really want to tune in because it's going to be funny as shit. I can promise you that. And I got some great guests that I've got lined up. You've got some great guests lined up.
Great musicians, all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, so it'll be pretty cool. I think we're going to be very diversified. It's not just going to be you and I sitting here with your, God knows what the hell is an Indian bago or whatever. What's it called?
It's a djembe. It's a schlep rock djembe. No, it's a djembe. A little something like that, David.
I think that's recorded.
Don't need them like this sucker. Sucker!
That's actually pretty good, Chuck. I'm pretty impressed. I've only been playing drums.
Thanks, buddy. About 35
All
years.
right.
Yeah, longer than you, David. I mean, you're the guy you're the guy who traded your drum set for a taser gun.
Oh yes, yes.
Trades his drum set for a taser gun, man.
Yep.
Not a gun, but there's a taser.
50,000 volt stun gun, and this is a great story. I can't believe
How
you
big
remember
was that battery that came with it?
It was powered by a 9-volt
a
battery.
9-volt?
9-volt battery.
The one you put on your tongue and you go,
Yeah,
how long can you do it for? Yeah, little
I
sins.
don't want to stop.
You can smell tongue flesh. Yeah, you win. You did it for like a minute.
So we go to this pawn shop in Port Huron, Michigan. I think I was like 16 or 17
Oh
years
yeah,
old.
Sarnia. He went over there from the state, looked to the States. There.
It's called Narnia.
Oh, good.
The Great Adventures of Narnia.
Narnia
So my
business.
buddy Harry and I go to this pawn shop, and it's just loaded with garbage, right? So in the back of his Camaro, I have this old Ludwig drum set that's just old. So I have this idea. I'm like, I'm going to trade it over for something cool, find something cool, right? So I'm getting tired, and I finally get over to this glass counter, and I look down, and I see this, like, it was like the second coming of Christ. It was like, oh.
Yeah.
So I said to the guy, I'm like, what's that? He goes, that's a stun gun. The fuck is a stun gun? He goes, this is what you stun people with. I'll take it. So we're
Trade for a drum set.
straight up, like symbols, everything. Like, here's my sticks. We're done. Roll back over to
Yeah,
Sarnia.
we're done.
Roll back over to Sarnia. Buy the battery. Stick it to the side of my leg. Okay. Give myself a little. Like, oh, this is going to be good. So, went to high school in Sarnia to a school called Skits, and there was always this one kid in grade school that would tell you to, piss off or whatever, call you names, run away, you can't do anything, give you the finger sort of thing, right? So
Yeah.
I see him at lunch hour. It was like I've been waiting for 4 years of waiting for you in front of the school while I carried this stun gun in my hand. So I crept up behind him, and dude, I got him square in the back. He dropped like a sack of potatoes. Okay?
50,000 volts coming at you.
With love.
With love.
Hey, Johnny, how you feeling, brother? He's
Electric. I'm feeling electrified, man.
So I get this page while I'm in art class from the vice principal, and it's basically, can you have Dave come down to the office? We know why, what's going on. So I get down there. Now, back that story up. Pause it for 1 second. The summer before, I'm crushing beers with this vice principal in Grand Bend, right? So we had that cool teacher-student bond that we thought we were cool, like, bar buddies, whatever.
That you could only do back then. You can't do that now.
Yeah, no, it's against a lot. Students and teachers don't kind of hang out anymore. It's kind of weird.
No, it's kind of weird.
So the vice principal standing at the front of his office, he's like, you know why you're here, right? And this is verbatim what he said to me. He goes, you give me that thing, and you're not in shit.
Good deal.
Great deal, right?
Great deal.
Done.
I would have handed it right over.
I gave him one of these, put your hand out. This is what it was like. It was like this. You're in shit. The cops are coming, and your mom's been called.
Betrayed.
You son of a bitch.
Slap, kick, punch.
I should have gave him 50,000 in the neck.
Yeah, here, I'll give it to you. Let me see. No, let me hand it to you.
Hey, I saw nothing. I don't know what's going on.
Thanks a lot for nothing.
So now I'm sitting in the hallway, okay? And my mom comes in, and my mom always has this look in her eye of pure disgust and rage that I'm dead when I get home, right? So it's like that hairy stink eye, whatever. Yeah. So I'm waiting for her. She passes me, and I'm surprised she didn't give me a kick in the ass while she was skated by. The two cops show up, and they just looked at me. They knew me from when I played hockey, right? So they just give me that, really? So
we're not surprised.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm surprised it took
Not
this
surprised.
long. Hey, Terry, you owe me $30 over under.
Yeah. Since Adam, they had a bet on him. Since Adam in hockey.
Adam.
When you're like 8 years old, they had a bet on you.
No, Adam, the hockey league. I was not talking about Adam and Eve.
No.
That's way too long, man. I'm not that old.
Neither are those guys.
So I'm sitting in the hallway. They've got this device in their hand now, and the other side of the device is a 120 decibel siren that is like ear piercing.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. So you can hear them snapping this thing. They can't shut it off, and then they hit the other trigger thinking they can shut it off. Now they got both the siren and this thing going, right? So I'm dying laughing.
No, keep going, you guys. I'm not going to show you how to shut it off.
Wait till the battery dies. Wait till the battery dies.
Give me a last sentence. I'll show you how to shut it off.
So, long story short, we'll speed it up. I go to court.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Really?
I was charged with assault causing bodily harm with an illegal weapon. Okay.
Well, it's illegal. It's in Canada, right?
2 months after I got charged, they allowed women to carry it in their purse as a protection against people who might be a threat for rape or mugging.
People who might have a taser gun too, like you, Dave.
Just because. Hey, it's Thursday. Why would
first case precedent law was Dave Hunter in Narnia.
I wrote the book of law. Hey, let's go to case number 115, docket 325 of the Hunter versus. Wow, the sack of potatoes that went down in front of Skits in Sarnia.
He was a legal advisor, but now that didn't work out, so he's doing a podcast there.
So I'm doing life hit the bottom, man. You got it, Jack. I just want to get wasted. So I stand up in front of the judge with my lawyer. The lawyer says, Your Honor, he's a good kid. Never had any convictions. Never had any priors. Good kid in school. It's first offense. Sits down. The prosecutor stood up. She morphed into my mother.
Oh.
It was like she knew everything about me. His room's dirty. He masturbates in nude magazines. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah.
How do you know this? Mom!
Just same as every boy his
God
age.
damn it.
Same as every kid his age.
And it, so I got almost 100 hours of community service, 6 months probation, and a $100 fine. But the cool thing,
100 and 100.
hey, he was a lucky man that day. That's why he lost at the track before he showed up at court.
Yeah.
I'm 200 down.
Yeah.
You
200.
now 200 what?
Push up, please. Just push up.
Burpees.
Please just push up.
You're skinny enough. Why was that anyway? So those are the good old days. You got any kind of confessions you want to say on
Good
it?
old day stories. Good old day stories. Let's see. Let's say that happened. That happened to you when you're like grade 12.
I was in grade 12. Yeah.
Okay, I got a grade 12 story. Okay, so I went to Assumption, and in Assumption, there's like the big school goes all the way around like this, and in the middle it's all grass and the sidewalks or whatever. So they had a football pep rally. Okay. On Fridays they'd have them there, and you go there. If you don't want to stay in your class, you could leave your class, but you had to go to the pep rally, right? So I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm sold. I'm in the pep rally. Everyone's throwing grass around and all this stuff, and so what do? I take this branch, and I undo my zipper. I put it in my zipper, and I zip it up. I'm walking around with this branch sticking out of my zipper, right? Like, okay, I'm a goof. Anyways, there's this big wrestling coach, football coach guy who has a reputation of punching kids out, right? And he had it in for me all year. He was my gym teacher. Oh, yeah.
And his name rhymes with?
His name rhymes with Owen.
Sold out day one.
Sold. So anyways, there I am, right? So, he's had it in for me all year. I wear skater high top or running shoes. I've got my red bandana on my hat and my head in school, in gym class. Like, Sully, take that thing off your head. Rah, rah, rah. So he pulls me in, his back door of the science room opens. Hey, Sully, come here. I go, oh, shit. I undo my zipper, throw this twig away, and I walk back over and just like...
Keep the zipper down, he says. It's going to be our secret.
Lucky for me, that wasn't the secret he wanted to keep, and I'll tell you what secret he wanted to keep in a second. So I go, sir, I'm sorry. I know why you called me over here. I'm sorry. I was acting like an idiot. He goes, yeah, come on in here. He slams the door. He goes, sit down, you little fucking this and that, swearing at me, stuffy. I'm like, hey, sir. I go, hey, you know what? I'll take any of the attention you want to give me. I'm wrong. You caught me. I'm sorry, man. I was being a goof. I'm sorry. I'll take anything you want, right?
Was his shirt on or off at this point?
We were both fully clothed. So, okay. That's some kind of a song.
Do you remember that from the Blue Oyster from he walked into the club?
I don't remember that.
Sure you do.
Somehow you know about it. Hey? So anyways, he goes, sit down, you little shit. Starts swearing at me. I'm like, hey, sir, I'll take the detention, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I don't have to talk to me like that. He goes, you know what, Sully? No one's here. No one saw nothing. And I go, oh, yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
I go, okay. So this is where you are going to punch me out because you punch all kinds of kids out, eh? Well, guess what? Not today, buddy, right? And I took off out of the science classroom. He's chasing me, and there's, the stools just sit on next to the Bunsen burner while you're trying to set things on fire. Well, all those stools are sitting there, and I'm running, throwing stools down behind me. He chased me through the school. Yeah. I'm turning around, and I look. I got enough room to turn around and yell a couple swear words at him. So I run through the school, man, boot and push bar doors open. I get back in the assembly. Easy for me.
That's all, folks.
Get in there. So, anyways, get a letter at home, eh? We're not going to let Chuck graduate grade 12. I'm like, whatever, man. I passed.
And
everything.
that's the end of the story. And Chuck now is a 40-year veteran.
I'm a blacksmith.
He bangs shit with a hammer.
I grew up and became a blacksmith. No, so anyways, they weren't going to let me graduate, man. So, yeah, I got to go in there in the principal's office and yell at that guy one more time. And then my mom and dad said, just give us the diplomas and we're out of here, man.
The principal's hand drawing it with a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Assumption. Hey, watching me spell ass wrong. Chucky.
Yeah.
Here you go. Get out.
The name is Charles.
Eugene. Carl III. That is some funny shit.
So that is, it's pretty funny, yeah. But I got out of grade 12. Woo!
And that's brought to you by the after higher learning over here. It's
higher learning. Maybe one day we'll both make it there, Dave.
I hope so.
Higher learning, man. I can play drums, hit shit with a hammer, tell good jokes.
Yeah, good jokes.
Good jokes.
I haven't heard a good joke in a long time.
Oh. Should I tell that
Yes.
the one about the French guy with the parties? Maybe not.
If there's any French people listening and viewing, this is not offending any race or color or creed by any means.
That's for sure. I have to tell. I speak an accent, but I don't mean any disrespect to the French person,
Take off, eh?
That's not French. That's the guy from Canada, the two brother, right?
Take off, eh? You hoser.
You hoser. So I'm not going to tell that one.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not going to tell that one.
All right, don't bother. Just stop talking,
No,
period. So I want to thank our sponsors to the for our first inaugural Hunts and Sully Live and Unplugged, and that's from Dan Kane Chev Buick GMC Cadillac, serving Windsor and Essex for over 48 years.
One-stop shop for all your auto needs. Windsor, Essex, only full-line General Motors dealer. Just had my oil change there last week.
How was it?
It was good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did they put the...
It was
10,
free.
Did they free?
It was free while it's on my warranty. So
Well, 10:30?
10:30. No, it's a
Hey,
special kind. That
You know
one
what?
there,
That's what Caner's all about. Hey, it's all about the free
The
oil
Caner.
changes.
Put the Caner in there, man. The Caner's good. 88. Come on, top corner.
What kind of truck do you got? Is it fast?
I got a Chevy.
Ooh.
All Chevys are fast, Dave.
I just feel like I should listen to a Rolling Stone song right now, like a Wild Horses.
Yeah, while I'm towing your Audi around a field and it's rolling.
My Audi be parked in the garage. You can tow around the 2001 Nissan Sentra I drive around.
The 119?
The 119. That's
Is that 911 backwards?
it is.
It is.
Yeah. So
It is. It's an accident waiting to happen, that thing.
this car is one bolt away from complete collision.
I know. I've been in it, man. A couple neutral drops. Woo! Watch this sucker.
So anyway, make sure you shop at Dan Kane, Chev,
Shop there, man.
GMC Buick, and do the right thing.
Right over there by the mall.
Do the right
Can't
thing.
miss it.
Yeah, it's a big building.
Not just one, the mall.
And it's got a shop bay in the back too. And a used car lot.
There's better.
There's never better. No, Dan King.
So what else we got, man?
That's it. I'm fucking done because my face is red hot.
All right, we're good, man.
I am flush. Should we shut
Okay.
the lights off?
We're good?
We're good.
Give me 10 seconds.
Right.